All right. What's up, Robert Crow Jr.? Let me just get this set up here real quick. Grab this so I can see comments a little bit easier. There he goes. All right. Well, here we are. We're live. Let's wait for people to file in here a little bit. While we're waiting, I just have to drop it down here real quick. Hey, Joe. How you doing, buddy? Drop it down to the mighty pellet can of fame. So what we're doing today is we're actually going to be cooking. We're going to be cooking some chicken on the Santa Maria grill and the Yoder's YS640 pellet cooker. So I already have a little bit of cherry and pecan in there. So we're just going to toss a little more in, mix it up just a touch. Roll you back over. Again, we're just waiting for people to pop in here and we'll kind of explain what's going on. Now, this is kind of a come as you go live stream. A little higher. So this could be a long one, but hopefully, and I'm not expecting anybody to stay through the whole damn thing, but basically I'm just cooking dinner and doing some other stuff. So I thought it would be a good way to try it. All right, let's see who we got. Robert Crow Jr., of course, in the house in his named barbecue stadium. Bob and Joe the Raptor, thank you for coming in. Pickles, what's up? Let me quiet that a little bit. We got Charlie from Pickles Barbecue in the house. Joe Arcade again. Jay Banks, thank you so much. Oh, Mr. Cast Iron. Hello, sir. All right, so again, what I'm doing here is I figured I'd just roll a live. I've done this, I did this cook in the past and tried to put it into video form. So I was cooking two things at once. I was doing the rotisserie chicken over on the OnlyFire Outdoor Santa Maria. I was doing a beer can chicken on the Yoder. You know, one thing led to another. I got, too many things going on at once, so I just scrapped the whole video. So I thought this would be a good day. I felt like doing some chickens. And those of you who haven't done whole chickens, you can get I got this 2-pack at Costco for $10. Pretty good deal. I also have a Cryovac of meat that once we get that on, we're going to cut this up and vacuum seal it. Again, I guess let's call this hang out with the doc on the patio day. So, cheers. So first thing we're going to do, when we get this all fired up, we'll get the Yoder fired up, we'll get the OnlyFire Outdoor fired up. So those will be the two things. Then we'll come back, and that will give us enough time to prep the chicken and that fun stuff. So let's get going. Hey, what's up, Kevin? Kevin's in the house from Comparison Cooking. Hey, if I miss anybody, let me know. Again, we're just free flowing this. Might be a train wreck, might turn out okay, but spending the afternoon on the patio with the doctor. So here we go. So first things first, I'll try to go widescreen here for you. There you go. Bounce that back a little bit. So I got this B&B charcoal. Oh, and also, hold on. Can you see that? Got the Notre Dame Clemson game on in the background there. So if you guys need score updates, let me know. All right. So anyways, got this B&B charcoal. I've been using the Big Green Egg. I was happy with it, but they're out when I went back up. So we'll give this a shot today. So first things first, we are going to fire up our charcoal here. So I have the chimney starter, well-used chimney starter, and it's taking a licking and kept on ticking. Well, we'll just fire this up. Something like so. That will get us going. And to start this, I have, and I hope you guys can you guys hear me okay? Just a little thumbs up. What's up, Mike? Mike Wolford from the Dude's Kitchen in the house. Oh, what's up? Great crowd. Great crowd. Again, for those of you just jumping in here, this is kind of a come as you go, or come and go. I'll be here for a while. Go over to Bob and Joe's live stream at 4. Come on back. I'll be here. So we're using this Weber lighter cube. Now I need your guys' help here. You guys are going to have to make a decision for me. Should I light that little lighter cube with a little aim flame, or the weed dragon? Just kidding. Weed dragon's a little overpowered for that. We're just going to hit this guy right here. All right, and I'm using the 1 lighter cube method. I used to use 2. And then my friends Maddie and Kiki said, hey, we just use 1. I watched a couple videos. Now it works. So we're just going to let that get fired up. And we're setting this up basically for an indirect cook on the sides. And what I did a little earlier today to save some time and noise. So just a quick story on my cherry wood. So I got some cherry wood sitting over there. It was under a tarp, had a storm come in, blew the tarp off, now it's soaking wet. So I'm waiting for it to dry, but I do have some oak. So this here is the 16-inch piece, which when you're cooking with this rotisserie, it really doesn't do that great. Kind of cramps everything together. So what I did for this cook is I took a few pieces and just cut them down, and they'll fit nicely there on the side, and we'll get that. So now that we have the charcoal going, we're going to pop over to the Yoder's Y640 pellet cooker. Helps if you plug it in. And with the Yoder, every time you're done with it and it cools down, you unplug it, and that kind of resets all the stuff. That's the one thing I haven't done to it, is upgrade the panel yet. But simple as that. Again, we're loaded up today with pecan and cherry pellets. Hit the start button. Now, it is not a warm day today. It's not cold either. It's probably between 40 and 45 degrees. So I want to try to get this set up at about 350 is what I want to be cooking at. And those of you who have smokers, you know, each one has their little, I guess, I don't want to call it glitches, but each one is very unique. So mine, if I want to hit 350, my theory here today with just the temperature and using the barbecue cooking journal from Kevin at Comparison Cooking, I want to set this today at about 385. So, hey, what's up, Andy? So popping in there. So I got her set at 385. We're going to let that warm up. The next thing we need to do is, since we're doing beer can chicken, we need a beer. So we're going with the Rainier beer. This is currently room temperature, so I'm going to dump out probably about half of it, and we're actually get it set up over in just to warm up some as we go. So I will be right back. You can watch some charcoal going. All right, just heading over to the sink. All right, so we popped it there. We got it in our little chicken holder. We're actually just going to set this in here, right there in the center. As this warms up, that will warm up with it. And we'll get into some chicken prep here. So, right about there should do the trick. Let me grab an apron real quick. Catch up on some comments. See, that's the tough thing about this. And doing live without any help, I really don't have anybody here to go through my comments, but I really appreciate everybody coming in. See Andy Harkerode in the house. Lewis, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, tumbleweeds. I can see how those will work good. I saw you get that screw there today out of that out of your Rectech 700 there. The bull. That was a monster. All right, here we go. Yeah, that's good enough. We'll focus on the food, not me. All right, so we got everything fired up. Let's get this beef out of the way. I actually want to, let me show you this. This is actually going to go in the beer can. Got this fresh rosemary right off a little planter I got there. Smells fantastic. Aromatic. Get this, and I actually want to slap my cover on top of my pellet can, just in case I'm throwing juices everywhere. Never a bad idea. And it should start raining here pretty hard, pretty quick. According to my wife, who's a self-proclaimed weather expert, she saw something on the news that said there's what's called a atmospheric river. I think that was right. I've never heard of it before. But I'll go, once you've been married for about 27 years, you just go with that stuff. All right, let me pop that back. But it shouldn't affect us here in the stadium. All right. Now, we're going to take a little vote here. I got 2 pieces of chicken, and I got 3 different choices for you guys. So, we can go with the Wren's Barbecue and Spices Portland Dry Rub. I got this. It's a Cattleman's Grill Steakhouse. It said good for beef, pork, and chicken. I've only used a little bit of it. Haven't really experimented with that. Then I got this from Craig over at Behind the Garage Barbecue. Got some Uncle Steve's Spicy R. So what do you guys think? What do we think here? Hey, if Joe's around, I got some beer prey there, Bob. Hey, Joe Matucci in the house. All right. So what do you think? Let me give you guys a close-up here, and we'll go back. I know I'm lagging a little bit from when I'm talking and when you guys are seeing here. We got one for Wren's there. So we got the Wren's Portland. And it's got it's got a nice red color as I smoke myself out here. It's got a nice red color. It's always good on chicken. Got the Cattleman's Southwest steak. And give Craig from Behind the Garage Barbecue and Uncle Steve a little love here. Won this in his contest. Spicy R. All right. Let's see what we got. Got 2 Wren's dudes. Yeah, Lewis, I know the vitamin R. Your logo's got that R on it. All right, so what we're going with the Wren's. Just a quick look, just to save a little time. Going with the Wren's, and then we're going with the Uncle Steve shake. That's how we do. All right. Tried to just pile everything out here. It probably wasn't my best idea. All right. So let's pop this over here. Just gonna wash up real quick. "23 seconds technically. All right, we're ready for action. All right, so we're gonna start with this chicken prep. It's probably not the most exciting thing in the world, but so if you're watching this and it's not live, feel free to fast forward through it. But the main thing here, we're just gonna take them out, pat them dry, season them up, and hopefully by that time our smokers are warmed up. If not, we'll do some other stuff. All right. Have you guys been having trouble finding gloves? My stars. I got a little place right up the street that I'm starting to carry them now, which is nice. There we go. So we'll take our chicken here. Thought I brought another knife just for that, but I didn't. We got a sink over here in the stadium, so we'll be able to clean it up if we need to. All right, let's just do one at a time, see how we do. And we got some whole chickens here. There she is, simple as that. Might as well just get the other one out while we're out here. That way we can get rid of our garbage. So I didn't notice any ladies here in here. Have you guys got all your Christmas shopping done? And the answer, I'm sure, is probably no. I haven't even started yet. That's probably what's going on there. It's all right. All right. So we got these chickens here. Just dump this. And we're just going to pat these babies dry. And do a couple of little things to them. Nothing too fancy. What else do I got for you? So yeah, I was thinking with the football game, speaking of that, anybody that's watching that too, I was thinking Notre Dame, the point spread, those of you who pay attention to those things, it went from 10 to 10.5 last I saw this morning. And it kind of gave me an indication that somebody knew something, that Clemson was going to kick their ass, but I myself kind of fancied those 10.5 points for Notre Dame. So we still got a half to go. Still early. All right, we're going to call that good enough. And let me go in. And so it's cold enough now that what I either coat these with is avocado oil or olive oil. Well, I guess I'm just going to try to. Let's see. I'm just going to fold these wings up. So since it's so cold outside, I don't have it outside with me right now, but I just got it inside the door here. So we'll go grab that. Come on, baby. There we go. All right, just 1 second here. One. Oh. All right, so I have the avocado oil. And once I get all the foods on, we'll get the dogs out here. That was almost a tragedy. Let them run around. There we go. So this little avocado oil. Snap, crack, and pop with some charcoal. Pretty excited for the next couple weeks coming up. I don't know about you guys. We have, of course, Christmas, a holiday, and also New Year's Day is a holiday. So currently I am on, it's going to be a 4 days on, 3 days off, 4 days on, 3 days off. So I guess I cannot argue about that one bit. Guess I probably should have pried into these chickens, see if there's anything in there, huh? Oh, they're cleaned out. All right, so the one on the left here, let us go. I'm actually just going to switch up real quick. Switch sides. I'm more of a right-handed shaker. So let's go today. Which one are we going with? All right. So we got the Wrens, Portland, local company. The owners actually live right down the street from me. The produce out of Kent, Washington. So we are going to get a nice little seasoning on this guy, all sides. Get all little crevices. I found out that with this Wrens that I really like it on beef. I always thought it was just kind of for chicken, pork. I tried it on beef one time. Fantastic. Well, that's setting up a little bit. Again, we'll go with the Uncle Steve's Spicy R. And we'll put this one on our rotisserie today. It's a little bit, it is finer, I would say, than the Wrens. Not as many big old chunks in there. Something like so. Do a little flipsy. Uh-oh. In a conundrum. There we go. When in doubt, just muscle it up. Take the skirt off. Shoot. All right. So what we're doing today is we're doing a combo. On one side, this works out all right. On one side of the chicken, we're going with the Wren's barbecue and spices, and on the other side, we're going with the Uncle Steve Shake Spicy R. Classic. That's a classic Dr. Taste Good there. That would hey, probably even if it was live or wasn't live, I wouldn't edit that out. We're just going with it. Combo birds. I'm gonna get a chuckle about that one for a while. All right. So there we go. We got our combo bird set up here. Now I guess it doesn't matter which one they go on there. Let's get caught up with you guys here. Yeah, me too, Pickles. I hate shopping. Amazon's good, but it's tough now, Bob and Joe. It's tough right now. See you, Mr. Cast Iron. Yeah, it's yeah, it's just tough to, even Amazon's kind of backing up now with the shipping and stuff to get it there on time. Charcoal's progressing nicely. Smoker's sitting at about 357 on the Yoder over there. So we're pretty good here. We'll kind of just let these guys do their thing for a second. I got one, well, I guess I can put one on the rotisserie here. So let's get going. And we'll talk about the setup of the rotisserie here in a little bit. But I better get this out of the way before I drop it. So eeny, meeny, miny, mo, don't matter. Let's go with this guy. So a little through and through. Well, before I do that, well, I'll try to tie the legs after I get around here. Probably should have done that first, but yeah, we can do it. All right, we'll pop this on. Then somewhere around here, well, I brought out some pliers just to tie it down. I guess let's call them food safe pliers, but I can't find them. My wings have already popped off. Again, for all those of you who like to, well, nobody in this room does, but talk about my cooking. I'm just a normal dude in the backyard grilling stuff. All right, I got a problem here. Might be losing a chicken wing. She don't want to tuck. All right, well, that's gonna end up burning when we're cooking, guaranteed. But we'll tie this up here. Let's see. Should be good. So remember that when I said that we're gonna have a burnt chicken wing, we're gonna have a burnt chicken wing, guaranteed. But somehow this is all gonna work out for us. We're gonna have some food in about 3 or so hours. And call it good. I mean, for me, I mean, it's all about the fun. It's all about I'm out here on the patio. It's December, cooking something, chatting it up the best I can with you boys. All right, let's see if we can get this on here. Something like so. That should work for what we're doing with it. This wing's kind of irritating me. Should just tuck. I don't know if I. There we go. Sometimes you got to be smarter than the bird. All right, so there we go. We'll probably put a little more seasoning on her. But I set the first one in place, kind of measured it out how it was going to sit there, and we'll go with it. The other one's for the beer can. So let's jump over here and actually get our stuff into the beer can chicken. So kind of overshot it a little bit. It looks like I'm sitting at sitting at 400 on my top there. All right, so we definitely got the beer warmed up. So we will go with a little bit of Ren's down the hole. It's hot. Throw a little bit of the Uncle Steve's spicy air down the hole. Something like so. Then I have that rosemary I was talking about. Let's see if we can get that in there. We'll have a little more time for chit chat once we get talking there. All right, there we go. Or once we get filled on. So all I'm doing here is I'm kind of doing two things, I guess. Cooling down the smoker a little bit because it was getting a little too hot in there. But on this Yoder, once you heat up that outside steel, pretty much golden. I'm just going to drop it for a second, just putting on some cotton gloves since I know now how hot that is. Throwing on another set. But the end results on my last beer can chicken, can't complain about. Again, that video it just got away from me. Doing too much, filming too many stuff, too much cuts, all that fun stuff. So let me grab that chicken. Just bring her over, open her up a little bit. And hopefully get her on. Something like so. Just gonna put a little more seasoning on it. Gotta fix the leg there. All right, let me fix that leg, and we are gonna call this good. Then we'll head over to the Weber kettle and get that set up. It looks like our charcoal is about ready to go. Something like so. All right, down the hatch. As we cool off there, let me pop you over. All right. I'll just get this going, fellas, and then I will check the comments here. Again, one of the really fun parts about doing lives is the interaction. The tough thing is when you're bouncing around place to place. It's tough to do those two things at once. So I got you guys. All right, our rotisserie is gonna sit down the middle. So we're gonna set up indirect on both sides of it. So we'll throw about half over there. About half over there. And I might have mentioned this already, but I have this set on the, it's a medium, we'll call it. What I found out the last time is I was actually cooking a little too high or a little too cool. Because once I started hearing those drippings falling off, that's when I knew I was getting the job done. All right, so we'll throw a little piece of oak over there. A little piece of oak over here. Little drip pan down the center. Woo, baby. I think I left a little bit of arm hair. All right. Get her in like so. All right. We're just going to kind of let the oak catch here for a little bit. So there'll be a little bit of a delay before we put on the chicken on this one. All right. Pop you back. Let's see what we got. Hi, Chef Mammal. Hello, Richard. Thanks for showing up. All right, Andy, have a good day. Ooh, Andy's cold smoking some cheese. Momo, hey, thanks for coming. What kind of beer on the Yoder? I'm using Rainier beer. In my Bear Mountain barbecue pellet koozie, I got the world's most refreshing beer. I got some Coors Light in there. Gambler, what's up? Match. Chicken Prey is on the can. Yeah, on the can, Bob. We got her on the one on the can. And if I can pull it off, so at 4 o'clock my time, 7 o'clock Eastern, I plan on still being out here. We'll be blaring the Bob and Joe the Raptor live stream through my speakers as we go. In a second, just going to wash up. But yeah, no, pretty pleasant Saturday out here. Not too cold. Not too cold at all. All right, so over here, let's just check it real quick. So smoker again, I believe I said at 385, 390, something like that. So I'm showing 392. We're coming up again. We had the lid off for a while, but I'm right about 325. I think that's going to climb up a little bit. So I think we did okay there. Again, it's all about knowing your smoker. And you can throw in all the probes and all that stuff. But I've had this for about 2 years, and I know it pretty darn good. So back over here, so our next step is going to be to get the chicken on. I mean, we have some pretty clean smoke there, pretty decent sized flames. No worries, seeing if I can, should be able to do this one-handed. Pop it in, set her down. Hit go. We're rotisserie chicken cooking. So again, my first key on this is going to be in about, if it's not starting to drip or so, probably in the first 20 minutes, I'm going to actually lower it down a little bit or work on my fire. And kind of get it off. And I've seen people, I just, how can I word this? I like the uniformity of having a fire on this side, fire on that side. I've seen people do it like just bank it all on one side, which, you know, just another way of doing it. There's not just one way to cook, I guess is what I'm talking. You can experiment, do whatever you want. One thing I did learn that's kind of funny. So when I've been cooking with the rotisserie, I have this, and I took the grate out. So let me raise this up. So the grate sits in this little piece right here. And I had this raised all the way to the top when, you know, me being a dummy, I could just set her all the way down. So, but really happy with the attachment so far. So I've got probably a good 10 cooks using it, I'd say. And as you guys watch that turn, I'm just cleaning up a little bit. So, I mean, I would say that, you know, it's great. The real reason that I got to it, we can get into this a little bit longer, is I really want to get, you know, one time on my bucket list here, I want to get a full-size Santa Maria grill. So I kind of wanted to test it out. And this is pretty much the middle price point of the Weber attachment ones out there. So I thought I'd go for it. And when I bought it, it was $169, and now they're selling them for $199, I think. So I don't know if that means they're popular. They're not popular. But you know, price went up. So there we go. What else? So we basically got our chicken going. We're just watching it. We're going to start cutting into this beef that I'm really debating doing or not. But I need cutting board. Alright. We'll use this guy. Change the angle for you guys. Oh yeah, we got some cow prey for you. Alright, so I'm going to take this, actually, I'll show it to you. So I got this, Costco was running a deal on these. It's 25 bucks off a package for these prime beef loins or top loins, New York. Now we're going to come in New York steaks. Is what we're doing with them. So let's see. So these guys here. So regular price on this was 106 minus the 25 when I got it. But what I found, my original thought here was to actually cook it into a roast. I was actually going to do that today for you guys, but figured I wanted to do some chicken redemption, which so far it's not going that great. But I'm just going to wash this knife, drain this, and I'll be right back here. But anyhow, but it's really just a great value when you can buy in Cryovac. Yes, it's a lot at the start, but over the long haul, it saves you. And the New York steak's a pretty easy one to cut. Really not all that much to it. Slap her down, turn off the water. All right. So the plan here is to get these kind of cut up, trimmed up, and then we're going to throw them into a vacuum sealer. I don't know if I'll vacuum seal them for you guys. We might just sit and chew the stuff unless you want to see vacuum sealing, but we'll see how it goes. I mean, I got a lot of time to kill while I'm waiting on those chickens. So my clean knife. So first thing I'm going to do on these guys is just make it just a thin cut on the edge here. We'll call these the chef's cuts. Just kind of clean up the edge, square it off a little bit. Oh, look at this stuff. There we go. Again, saving it all. I mean, there is some hard fat here that we'll deal with here in a little bit of in a second. Flop this over. We'll do the same thing on this side, just a nice little square me off. And I'm doing all this right on top of the pellet can. That's kind of why I like it. It's like a little workstation for me. Pop those there. Then I'm just going to kind of eyeball this. We're going to make some steaks. What do you think? Call them 2-finger steaks. And there's going to be a little additional trimming on these guys here in a second. Oh, like so. Whoa. Hit something there. There we go. They actually don't look too bad. I mean, there's just a little bit of we're not going to what they call it, overhandling. You guys seen the Letter Kenny video? So we'll kind of figure out how many of these 2-finger steaks I get out of this. Now, speaking of steaks, I don't know if you guys saw my reel I dropped over on the Instagram with that Japanese A5 Wagyu. Holy smokes. I mean, I knew my wife was going to kill me if I would have came home with it, so I actually came home and asked. That stuff was 99 bucks a pound. So for 2 steaks, it was in the cheapest one I saw was 237 bucks. So I tried to sell it, but it didn't work. But I'd rather take 2 of these big slabs of meat than that, I guess. I mean, it's something I want to try one day, but I don't know if any meat's worth that. Just me talking out loud, thinking out loud, with my mouth flowing. Ooh, that's a big boy right there. Something like so. I'm going to split this guy down the middle. All right, so there we go. So what did we get? Before we do a little more trimming, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 full-size steaks out of that. So the next thing we're going to do is just going to kind of take a look at them. And just go in here. So like this hard fat on the end that really has no business. No purpose anyways. So just a little straight cut. Again, if you got a little uneven fat, I want to leave some fat on the edge. But any like crazy uneven stuff, really no need to be there. I mean, honestly, that's really all I'm doing. So this is where I jump into fast forward, but I don't have that luxury today. So a little something like that. Nice even fat around the outside. I mean, if it was huge or crazy, I'd trim it up. And the only thing I really cut is the, if I can show it to you, just kind of that little angle right there. Just cut it down. So we got that one. Let's get these out of the way. And some are going to be better than others. Yeah, like that. Some gooiness in there. So pretty much all fat. We'll just get rid of that. That's about it. Like two cuts max. This is an odd looking one. Square that. To leave the fat or take it. I'm gonna try to. I don't think this is gonna work there. Yeah. So I opened up what's called a little window there, which that's not ideal. But at least I figured out that it had potential to be screwed up. Not as much marbling as I've seen in a lot of prime grades, but as Joe the Raptor will say, gets the job done. All right, get another stack over here. I mean, I would ask you guys if you guys have anything exciting or entertaining coming up, but I can't really look at the comments too close right now. Actually, let me. Lost my phone. Well, I'm searching for my phone. I guess let's just chicken spin. There we go. There it is. You need to be careful. It's just price. Oh, this stuff was pretty though. I agree with what you're saying there, Chef Richard. But this stuff was freaking beautiful. Maybe I'll throw that into a video at the end there in a picture. Yeah, there's a whole thing, but this one was supposedly this is the real deal, and since it was from Costco, I tend to believe that it was. They got a good reputation around here. Yeah, Robert Crow Jr. I cook good and bad also. It was sometimes good and real bad. Yeah, so again at 4 o'clock, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to play that through the speakers, Bob. So we'll be able to get that fired up because I think I'm going to still be out here. But a lot of the times, I guess so. Bob and Joe the Raptor. I don't know. It's been at least a year and a half since I found them, or they found me, or we crossed paths. But That's kind of the tough thing. A lot of my followers or guests or subscribers are from the East Coast. So me being on the West Coast, sometimes that makes it a little difficult. So when they're doing their 7 p.m. live stream on a Saturday, I'm doing my, filming a video. So it makes it kind of tough to do full interaction, but I like to support them in any way I can. Then also during the week, their videos come out at 7 p.m. Eastern. I get off work at 4 p.m. So usually they entertain me on my drive home. Again, unable to really fully interact, but I'm able to listen and show my support in that way. What do we got left here? 3 more? Yeah, 3 more. So again, minimal trimming. That's why I like doing these. Again, I'm not a butcher. I'm not a meat cutter. I am your normal dude in the backyard grilling stuff. Excuse me. So these are going to be good enough for me. Something like so. So pretty much this is what we have for trimmings, which is nothing that crazy. We put these over to the side for a second. We will bring this back. So you got all this meat here. Pop that down. Let me just clean this up, real quick. And we'll pop you guys over to watch some spinning chicken while I get cleaned up. I'll check the comments before I go so I can go off on a tangent on something. What do we got? Ha! Thanks, Jay Banks. Yeah, time zones they're a thing, but we do the best we can. We can't all be in the same time zone, so we do what we can. Thank you, iChef Richard. Much appreciated. Just cleaning off my little table here. And then all right, I guess we should check on the Yoder real quick. Yeah, I'm showing at 390. I'm showing 350 on one side and about 345 on the other. So I'm just going to do a little adjustment there. That should dial both sides in. Yeah, we're cooking in the center, so really no harm, no foul on that. All right. So before we get to the vacuum sealing, we do need to dry them off, but just kind of take a look at our fire over here. That's hot. All right. We're just going to let her keep spinning right where she's at. And I will bring you over here. All right. So next step here is we're just going to pat these guys dry before we seal them. I'm not going to put any salt or anything on here at this point, but we will get them ready to go. Actually, okay. Yeah, we'll just pat it. I don't know about you guys, but I'm looking forward to summer. Winter time really isn't my favorite time. Don't know if stacking them is the right thing or wrong thing to do, but that's what we're gonna do. Maybe if I was smarter, but it's kind of too late in life for that right now. But I should have started stacking them over here. All right. So kind of like in the video, instead of fast forwarding, let's show you the chicken here. Actually, let's see if I can get a pullback so I don't have to. There we go. You can kind of see a little bit of everything. Let's try it again. First time doing this. I'm just rolling live. Spending the day with the doctor. All right, something like so. That way you guys can't see as easily when I screw up also. Ha! All right. So let's dive in to the food saver. What do we got? So I'll see if I can remember how to use this. It's been a while. We got power. Store open. All right. So first thing I'm going to do here is make a little seal. So all I'm doing is just sealing a little piece of it, and this is a pretty bad angle for this, but I'll bring you back. While we're running by, just gonna drop another couple logs on the fire here. We're dwindling down a little bit. Woo, baby. That should work. All right. So I sealed that right there, and we'll go. We'll do twos. We'll probably do twos and ones. Use this kind of as my guide right on the edge. Uh-oh. There you go. Something like so. It actually might be too small, but we're going to give it a shot. Hey, VA, thanks for stopping by. All right. So, yeah, I spent my morning today. I was in a VA Scratch King live stream, then jumped right into a Scratch Off Kings live stream. All I was trying to get all my stuff ready here. This is actually a pretty good angle because you guys can see the vacuum sealing and you can see the chicken going. Last thing you want to see is me. I know that for a fact. Just a quick update here over on the Yoder. And we're sitting at one of my top thermometers sitting at about 350, the other one at about 330 or so. So that baby's probably going and blowing nicely. Let's see what we got. Yeah, that's kind of borderline there to get 2 in, so we're just going to do 1. Let's just get them all set up and then we'll throw them in there. So let's cut some more, shall we? Use that as a guide right about there. As a dummy, but I can do that. What I forgot, so what I had once upon a time, it came with like these kind of pre-formed bags already. But now I gotta seal these individually here. So we'll just go through and seal. So we're sealing the edges, we're cutting some, and we're chit-chatting. Yeah, it's well, I cut out the whole Cryovac there. So I figured it would kill a little bit of time while we're cooking stuff. It's about 3:30. So yeah, Bob and Joe are going live in about a half hour or so, and we'll get them on the speakers for some entertainment. I don't think they'll mind. But the thing is, usually when I'm out here, I got the music jamming. But I figured since it's a YouTube live stream, I don't want to deal with, putting in 150 different songs. All right, there we go. So we'll just go ahead and we'll form. We'll form about 5 or 6 of these guys. And that way we can seal our meat. But again, I've had, I just got this food saver probably about a year ago. I had one beforehand, and it was pretty much garbage, and I kind of gave up my food saver career. But this one's very nice. Haven't had any issues with this probably until today. But it's great for when you buy in bulk and you can save it. You really end up saving over the long term a lot of money. And you're getting the same steak, so. That's probably too big. It's all right. I'm gonna run out here, huh? Luckily, and very luckily, I do have some more. So what do I got? Bum, bum. The chicken's looking good on the rotisserie. After we get these done up, we'll pop over and we'll take a look, see at the, pop the Weber open. Yeah, something like that. All right, well, we're gonna stuff these, now that we have a few bags made, we'll stuff these up with some steaks and then see if we need to make any more before I have to figure out where the heck or how much more stuff I need here. So Oh, not today, chef. Not today. We're just doing the chickens. We're just prepping these guys for a later date. Is all we're doing today. So we'll start with this guy here. There's our single. Just kind of get it into the groove. Close her down. Turn her on. And instead of the seal like we're doing on the edge, just hit the vacuum seal. Just wait for the lights to go off, I believe. There we go. Pop it open. You have a steak ready for the freezer. All right. What do we got here? Sealed. Yeah, I mean, again, it's if you got a little extra time and you want to save a little money and you buy meat in bulk. I mean, it's, you know, I got a family of 4, so I think Mike Wolford from the Dude's Kitchen's gone, but I hear Brian Adams. Just pop her in, close her up, turn her on, vacuum seal. So thank you so much for coming in, guys. I mean, I really appreciate it. And this is just what I guess this is just what I do. Just decided to go. It's been a while since I've gone live. And about a month or so ago, I opened my mouth and said I'd do one of these. So we'll see how it goes. I'm not sure if I'd do one again, especially at this length. I mean, I could see a quick cook, like, hey, let's cook some steaks. Let's cook some. But the chicken one, I might have bit off a little more I can chew. If not, we can sit here and we can watch some football. Not looking good for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. You have a bet down on that game, VA? I'll just just randomly. Not that I know anything. Let's see. Can I fit 4? We're gonna try to fit 4. This is against my better judgment. But we're gonna try. But that's why Vegas makes their money. Because if you guys don't know and don't follow the football, so Notre Dame actually beat Clemson the first time they played, but Clemson was missing some defensive guys and their number 1 draft pick quarterback. Haha, nice VA. So anytime you see a line of I'm not sure what it opened at, but when I was looking at it today, it was Clemson was favored by 10, then it jumped to 10.5. That means a lot of money is coming in on Clemson. Not saying I did or not, but if I was a betting man, I would have put a bet down at 10.5 on Notre Dame all day, every day. And when you see those big numbers again, that Vegas is smart. That's how they send their kids to Ivy League schools. So yeah, it is a funky year. I had Oregon last night, straight up, which was nice because USC's they've turned into a joke, even for the West Coast. And I got the little guys. All right, I'm just gonna have to make one more bag for my chef specials. All right, nice. But actually, is VA still? Yeah, you're still here. I'm actually doing a bucket list trip Well, it's kind of pending. I've booked it, but my wife has final COVID, let's see, disapproval of it. But I booked a weekend down in Vegas, Super Bowl weekend. So I will be down there for watch the Super Bowl. I really want to check out that new casino, the Circa, with the stadium pool and all that stuff. Well, the pool won't be open that time of year, but they have a nice sports book there too. I usually stay at the Westgate, and I'm staying at the Westgate, but they had the last largest sports book ever. Yeah. Hey, it doesn't matter if they're paying 1,000 to 1, Bob. If they don't get there, then that's I guess they're thinking of it as free money. Yeah, no, Bob. Bob is actually Bob. I think it was, well, Joe wasn't around, but Bob stayed at the Westgate when it was the Hilton, and they had the Star Trek stuff. And I was there about that time too, when it was the Hilton, and they're doing all the Star Trek stuff. It's a long vac here. Might have to reset this one. I tried to jam too many in. I think is the problem. Try her again. All right. Just going over here a little bit. We'll just gonna seal it. Everything's sucked out. It's nice and tight. I'm not sure why it was. Maybe it's because that was the end piece there, and it's not doing right. There we go. There, a little moisture up on the top too. Will that work? I just got these little pieces here. Hopefully I got a bag. We're gonna make this one work. Let's try. What's up, Viper? Hey, thanks for stopping by. We're just doing up some rotisserie chicken here. Doing some rotisserie chicken. I'm going to be doing up some baby potatoes and also doing up some asparagus. All right. So that went pretty painlessly. Thanks for going through that, guys. But again, I'm just had the meat. Figured I'd cut it for you guys and seal it up while I was here. So I'm really not sure what time we put this chicken on, but I am going to go throw this in my freezer. But before that, let's check on. So here we go. So again, we set the temperature a little higher. I'm sitting at 389 right now over here. Sitting at about 340 on that one, 325 or so there. But let's just see how our beer can chicken's doing. It's looking good. You can hear it sizzling away there. And you really, if I wasn't live, I wouldn't have opened that right there. I just don't like opening. I'm not an opener. Then we look at here, got a rotisserie chicken going. So we got a nice fire going. You see you see the drip in there? I don't know if you guys can see it through the flame, but it's starting to drip, means she's starting to cook. So right now we got good flame. We got good heat. Okay, I should probably go a little bit hotter, but we're not burning the outside. Now the master plan here is, if we still need to cook it a while, and she's not, and the outside's getting real crispy, we're gonna wrap it in foil and then just keep it going on here. So that's what I did. I did a turkey breast that I'm releasing that video Wednesday. So I'll release that video for you guys on Wednesday. So I did a turkey breast on this rotisserie, which was pretty cool. Turned out pretty good video. It's tasty. But let me get you guys in the wide angle here. You guys can just check it out. Listen for. I probably should take my earbuds off going in the house. No, I'm not doing nothing. If you guys hear me getting yelled at, I'll have witnesses. But I'm just taking this, gonna throw it in my inside freezer, and I'll be right back. What's up, Lou? All right. You guys can probably still hear me. That freezer doesn't have nothing, no room. All right, this freezer. All right, mission accomplished. All right, we actually let the dogs out here with you guys. You want to come out, Lou? All right, let's go. Come on, Lou. All right. Got Louie Lou out here now with me. That will spice things up a little bit. All right. All right, get caught up on some comments here. Get this stuff put away. Excuse me, Lou. All right. Yeah, just kind of getting it dialed in. Ha, Cabman, what is up? Thanks for stopping by. All right, excellent. All right, so I guess I don't need to fully put this away with you guys here. So, but the couple things we just do need to prep. I need to prep my potatoes like so. So we're gonna do these in cast iron. First step here is I'm just gonna take them. Louis Blue's finding something to lick there. That's what you're hearing. I drip something somewhere. So just have the potatoes. We're just gonna rinse them off real quick. And we're just gonna pop those guys into the cast iron. Probably could cut them in half, but I don't have a knife out here with me. Probably should. All right, I'll be right back. You guys keep an eye on Louis Blue for me. I think he's eating pellets. Hey, what are you doing? All right. So I am going to just cut these guys down a little bit. All right, Bob and Joe, I will be over in a second here. Let me get these potatoes ready, and we'll get you blasting through the speakers out here. So we're just going a little half chop. These are kind of funky. Have you guys ever had these purple potatoes? Couple more. See, that's where the power of fast forward. All right. Guess I should have got a wooden spoon while I was in there. That's all right. So we're gonna go with some avocado oil. About like so. So I got my tongs out here. And these will take about an hour on the smoker, so we're gonna throw them on right about now. And today I'm going with the I gotta get some more here. The Cattleman's Grill Ranchero. Awesome on veggies. Maybe save back a little for the asparagus. Something like so. Quick turn. Let's pop those in back corner. And that is set. Next thing, last but not least, I need to get my asparagus ready. So the asparagus will be the last thing I cook. Just popping over to the fridge real quick. So we're doing simple prep on this. So I have my bunch of asparagus here. I'm just going to go get some water out of the sink. And some people add salt to the water, some people don't. I don't know, I do. The only thing I'm going to add to this at the end is actually salt also. Salt and avocado oil. Yeah, it should be enough. All right, so we got that. Trim them where you want to fit your guy. There's your right about there. And we're just going to let these soak. And I found letting them soak helps, especially when you're cooking outside over fire. Look how let's pop some kosher salt in there, making some salt water. All right, now this just sets. Get rid of this. So how long have we been cooking? We have been cooking. Start at 2:30, probably 3. We probably got an hour. So let's do some temps. Let's just see where we're at. We'll start with our rotisserie chicken. I think this one's going to take longer. And the other. These are classics, beastometers. Actually, let's rotate this around here a little bit. We'll get into the breast. Let's do a thigh. I don't know if I'm buying that. Yeah, we're in the high 150s already. I am going to verify that, though, with another thermometer, because I wasn't expecting these to go this quick. Yeah, we're probably about 150 range. All right, plenty of time. Going faster than I thought, though. All right, let's go over here. Let's check our Yoder chicken, our beer can. Nice, it's crisping up nicely on the outside here. All right, we're about the same on each. We'll probably check these in about 20 more minutes. Kind of see where we're at. But in the meantime, let's get that Bob and Joe live stream on. We can go over here just for some Q&A. Fun stuff like that as we're rolling. There we go. Look at the prettiness of the chicken. All right, let's get Bob and Joe up. No way. I think my phone just died. All right. I'm coming, Bob and Joe. So, anyways, yeah, the chicken's actually cooking a lot faster than I thought it was going to, which I guess is a good thing. Guess we'll be eating early for a change around here. I'm gonna play with the fire a little bit while I'm waiting on this phone to fire up. All right, let's try this again. I'm not sure. Have you guys done? I'm afraid. No, I think I got to go to that. I should be able to go to see Bob and Joe. Yeah. All right, they got an ad plan. We'll just let it roll. All right. It's like Bob's got a Christmas hat on, or a Santa hat. All right. Let's catch up on my comments here. Sorry about that, guys. All right. Let's head over here so we can listen to Bob and Joe as they're going there. What do we got? Let's catch up with you guys here. All right. Kieta, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? All right. Well, I guess let's just kind of open this up. Do you guys have any questions or anything that you want to talk about while we're waiting on this chicken? We're getting real close. Um, we'll pretty much get this knocked out, and we'll be able to call this good. But I've been going, so I figure a good time to a little chat here. So, yeah, again, I'm really excited about the next couple of weeks. We got the 4 days on, 3 days off, 4 days on, 3 days off. Works for me. Works for me. Sorry, my dog's getting crazy over here. 1 second. Hey, hey, leave it. All right. Sorry about that. Flying around the wings. Yeah, I think I'll be okay around the wings, Richard. I tucked them, and that the one I finally got kind of tucked. There might be a little crispy on the ends. That is true, but we'll see. Again, normal dude in the backyard, grilling stuff. Should be all right. All right. Well, if nobody's got any questions, I guess we'll just go over here. We can get this the asparagus kind of. It's not really ready yet. We're gonna go check on the chicken because again, I was really surprised at how quick it was cooking today. Last time I did it, took a good half hour longer to get to this point. But scrolling through you guys' comments. Hey, great crowd. Again, thank you so much for coming out and just checking this out for a little bit. Again, it's kind of just a come as you go. No, I don't think Penny's gonna do nothing. I don't know. As long as Carson stays and Hyde stay healthy, I think he's gonna be really limited. Um, I mean, decent back, but he can't stay healthy like all the Seahawks running backs. And you know a lot about injuries being a San Francisco 49er fan. I don't know. The Hawks have a decent chance of losing tomorrow, as much as I hate to say that, even with Washington starting a backup quarterback. The backup to the backup to the backup to the backup. All right. We'll see how we're doing. Let's finish this up. Thank you. Yeah, it's I guess I'm trying to fill time and I'm trying to cook and I'm trying to go. But hopefully you guys can hear Bob and Joe. They'll provide us some entertainment here. Quick check on the football game. We got Notre Dame 34, or sorry, Clemson 34, Notre Dame 10. That's not pretty. All right, let's see how we're doing. So, got our trusty thermometer here. We'll go around. We'll get a nice on the breast cook there. As you guys can see, let me zoom in a little bit. So that's the coal and wood level I got right now. Some nice drippings there in the drip pan. I missed the rotation. We're gonna keep it. We're gonna let it come on back. But is there anything while we're waiting on this? Is there anything you guys would like to see cooked in the future? I'm game for almost anything. I know I still owe VA Scratch King spaghetti on the smoker. I got to get to that at one point. There we go. Yeah, I was getting some bad readings earlier. I'm expecting the one on the Yoder to cook a lot quicker. That's sitting at 120. That's 148. What am I hitting? All right. 155. 144. All right, we got a lot of time. A lot of time on this bad boy. I'm kind of getting back to the wings, Richard, that you're kind of talking, and I can understand foiling the wings. On this one, I might end up, we'll just see how the outside's going, but I might end up just kind of foiling the whole thing here. But we are going to kick this up a little bit. I think we'll end up going with another log on each side. And again, those of you who weren't here at the start, so what I did with these, so I have these, I believe they're 16-inch logs, and I cut them in half just so they fit better when you're cooking on this kettle attachment. I did it now. Woo. 1 second, got to find my hot gloves. Just gonna cause a nice little flame here. Got some nice chicken juice on here. Repurposing the chicken fat. We'll get some good fire off that. Yeah, buddy. All right. I guess we should go over and check on the Yoder chicken. So that's the thing. Bob and Joe just said on there, live there. So on the Joe After Dark. So for members, he's gonna do like a StreamYard. Try to StreamYard next Tuesday. That's gonna be pretty cool. Definitely jumping in on that. All right. I'm just gonna rotate this one around a little bit here. Let's see how the other side's doing. It's like it's coming at you. No. About 20 more minutes or so on this one. I'm not sure about the other one. All of them might take a little longer. There we go. Yes, the cabman is a red, or Yeah, the team formerly known as the Washington Redskins fan. I got a lobster. I got a lobster video out there. I did the warm waters, not the cold waters. So there were those big monster lobsters. They're pretty good. But my wife's allergic to lobster, so I don't do it that often. All right. Yeah, we might have to try that, ice chef. We will have to check that out. Hmm. Thermometers? I don't know. These are old. I can still calibrate them. Have I calibrated them recently? No. But I was getting some randoms. What I'm finding on both of them, one of the breasts is actually a lot colder than the rest. So I'm just taking these up till I get to minimum of 165. So on the coldest spot, because you know I want to watch my Hawks tomorrow. I don't want to be sitting in the bathroom all day. What else? Yeah, that's it. Some of you have let's see. Excuse me while I step over a dog. So this little guy. So I got this actually from Walmart, and it's actually working out pretty good. I can get some overhead shots when I'm filming regular videos, and it's worked out actually pretty good for my shorts. Also has that nice light ring to it. As you can see right now, it's starting to get dark outside. I have the overhead lights, but I get a lot of those shadows, so this kind of helps with that. Um, I would plug it in, but I'm charging a bunch of stuff right now over there. So it's a little cold out here to watch those Seahawks. But I think it's a 10. Is it a 10 o'clock game tomorrow? 1 o'clock? I don't know. I'm pretty sure they're in Washington um, for the game. The other Washington. Well, let's see here. What do we got? Yeah, it's not a bad one. I think I did. It's probably about a year ago or so. I did that lobster video. So I'm gonna go over for Louis Blue Cam. That's Louis Blue. He's upset at me because I won't give him any food. That's all right. All right. So those of you who haven't been here the whole time, so when I went and I was seasoning these up, my intention was to do one of the birds with the Wren's Portland and the other one with the Uncle Steve Shake Spicy R. Well, when I flipped it, I was having trouble flipping them over, and I ended up losing track of what I was doing. And so these are now combination birds. So I have Uncle Steve's on one side, Wren's on the other. So just another day in the life of a normal dude in the backyard grilling stuff. This little tool here. So this is the Weber coal rake. Great little tool. I think it's 13 bucks or so. But if you're cooking with charcoal or wood like this, it's really helpful. There you go again. You can get some nice chicken juice on that wood. You can really see the drip pan's doing its thing down there. What for you is a couple things. Makes clean up your grill a lot easier, and it also you're not going to get any grease fires or stuff like that. But once I found, since I've been cooking with wood so much on here, I mean, it really is clean on the inside of this. A lot, you can get a lot cleaner than you can with just cooking with straight charcoal. But even my edges are nice. All right, well, we're watching this spin. Again, hey, just feel free to fire out any questions you guys got. Nothing's off limits. Just gonna wash up my thermometers here real quick. Here we go. Did you guys catch the Mandalorian? I haven't even watched. To be honest, I haven't watched even the first season of it. But my wife and kids have been watching it, and I caught one part at the end where something happened that I probably shouldn't say anything about. Those who haven't seen it, but that was pretty epic. Uh-oh, I lost Bob and Joe. Did they freeze? Oh, looks like they got kicked off. All right. Looks like Bob and Joe got booted off. They're searching for a new one there. So sorry about no current background entertainment. Again, usually I got the speakers kind of going. I guess I could just do these, run it, and then just delete it at the end. Or put it to whatever, private, can't see you, whatever they call it. But kind of is what it is. Cheers. All right. I'm just looking around saying, I have made a mess today. All right. Live stream part 2 coming up. I'm coming, fellas. All right. All right. All right. Well, shoot, guys. Let's talk about. Yeah, while we're here. So, the Blackstone. So, I got some ideas here. So, here, let me turn Bob down just a little bit. We moved over right in front of the speaker there. All right. If I can step over Louis Blue. So I got the Blackstone here. This is the range top combo. I've also used it for some storage there, so I have some grill grates. The reason I really like this one here is it has the dual side burners on the side, which is really nice for having this out here. Another reason I like it, or I guess our family likes it, is my wife just loves cooking on this guy. So, but what I'm thinking is, and I trust me, I like it, but they have the new ones out with the air fryer. So I was thinking of getting this nice and cleaned up and seeing what I could get for it, like on OfferUp or sales or one of those online sales sites. I've already converted everything to natural gas. So number one, that's a good thing for somebody who has natural gas, but somebody who doesn't have natural gas, that might be a drawback to them. But I want to get the one with the air fryer. I think that would be super cool. This one also comes with the fry basket that I thought I'd use a lot, and I just really don't. So I think if I had the air fryer, I'd use that a lot more than I would the real fryer. So that might be something coming down the road. Um, Other things coming down the road, I guess I told you guys about my dream of getting a full-size Santa Maria grill. So that's gonna take about a year and a half of saving up, I think, to get that. But I really want one of those. But again, in the meantime, this thing is working like a champ. I guess I've also thought about, so with the kettle, the Weber kettle, and I know kind of back when I got this attachment, if Richard's still in the house, he was kind of talking about it was wobbly. Well, the attachment itself isn't wobbly. It's the actual, it's the kettle. So this is a three-legged system that Weber does have. I can't remember the exact name of it, but it's basically a kettle on a cart with a table. That might be a good idea, but I don't know if I want to go that route. If I'm going to end up, eventually long-term goal, getting the Santa Maria. S&S Grills just came out with a four-legged unit that would be a lot more stable than the just we'll call it the tripod setup. But we'll see. That's just stuff I'm thinking about it. And I'm just right now I'm kind of in exploration and save up mode. So when the time comes, I can pull the trigger. Guess I just asked you guys to ask questions. And I lost my phone again. All right, here we go. Now I got so many devices rolling right now. Yeah, I think it's working like a champ, Richard. I really do. I think couldn't be happier with it. So getting back, sorry, I got sidetracked. So getting back to thermometers. So um, what do they call them? And I've never had one, but I don't have a computer where I'm on. So they're any type of an instant read. They have ones that kind of fold up like a knife. Thermopros. Those seem to be very, very popular. It's kind of the same type thing. Again, these are the beastometers. Company no longer is selling stuff. I have two of them that work like a champ, but just any type of an instant read, thermopen, maybe thermopen. I think they're called thermopens. I'll have to do a little more research on that. I'll put that in my to-do list. When I can get access to a computer, I'll let you know, and the stuff that I've seen work out there. I know Yoder has one, but it's a brand that makes it for Yoder, so Yoder can probably charge more money than it's actually worth. So you can get the same type of thing that work. But the nice thing about them is they fold up like a knife. So you don't always have that exposed probe kind of sticking out like these guys. It looks like a knife, and you can fold it back up, pull it back out, fold it back up. So that might be something to look at. But I'm excited, VA, for your scratching and then using the OnlyFire outdoor rotisserie attachment for the Weber kettle video coming. That will be good. See, now as we're cooking chicken, we're gonna check the temperatures one more time, and not probe something in my mind. All right. All right, here we go. Oh, good spot. That's the cold spot. So we're sitting at 150 on the cold spot. All right, we keep spinning. Let's go over here to the Yoder. Well, this one's almost done. We're still about 161 in the breast. Good time to give the potatoes a stir. If you're going to open your lid, you better make the best of it. All right. Thank you. Yeah, no, I'm like the last one. I got a few pictures of it, even though I didn't roll the video through. That looked pretty dang cool. So, it just really does this. I mean, if I could only have one smoker out of my collection, I guess, or my thing, it would be my Yoder's YF640 pellet cooker. Had it for now about 2 years. So I need to, and I've done. Those of you who've been following along for a while, I did the full paint job of it. Added the conch cart. I've added the stainless shelves to it. What else have I done? Redid the gasket. Redid the well, with the gasket, I redid the hinges. Replaced some screws just because it was easier than painting them up. So the next project on this, again, here we go with projects. The next project on this is actually, they came out probably about 6 months to a year after I'd actually gotten this one. It's a Fireboard controller. So basically it's a smarter controller than this one. Has some temperature probes that goes in. There's also a ceramic igniter that I could upgrade to. There is also a bigger fan, bigger fuse, all that fun stuff. And that's basically my last step. There's also well, I guess I can't show it to you right now, but the pellet, I guess we'll call it the ash catcher on the inside. And then there's another little firebox piece. So when I get all those done, it would be considered a YS640S instead of a YS640. So that's what I got left to do on it. But I mean, happier than heck with it. Again, I can direct grill, I can smoke, I can low and slow, I can hot and fast, I can direct fire over this. So again, if I could only have one, this would be the one. But with that being said, I like the variety. I mean, like we talked about the Blackstone just a little bit ago. Love that for the flat top cooking, quick cooks. Took me a while to learn not to cook everything on high. And take my time a little bit with it. But again, love that to death. But this, Weber kettle is a classic. If you can cook on a Weber kettle, you can cook on just about anything. And that's the one thing about pellet grills versus live fire, is that's kind of a set and forget. You see, we don't have to go over there. The only thing we have to do is make sure that it has pellets rolling. This, we got to play with the fire a little bit, making sure we're not flaming up a little too high. So that's part of the fun of cooking too. So kind of the reason for having the multiple things is, I don't want to say so you don't get stagnant, or it's nice to have a little variety. Mix it up a little bit. Mix it up just a little bit. No, waterproof ThermoPro. All right. Yeah, I'll see. I'm not sure if the ones that I'm thinking about are the waterproof, but I think that the whole classification of them, of those they're called ThermaPens. But yeah, ThermaPro, I believe, is the company to make it. But thanks for looking that up. Hi, Chef Richard. Much appreciated. As you can see, we're getting dark. Darkness falling upon us here on the West Coast. Not even sure what time it is, which is usually kind of important when you're cooking food to know how long it's been on there. 121, is that minutes? 2 hours. It must be 4:30ish. 4:31. Bringing in. So we're also watching the Bob and Joe live stream there. That's what you hear going through the speakers. My dudes. So I don't know. So far, so good on the B&B charcoal. I kind of like the size of the lumps and all that when I threw it in there. But what I've found is in all the lump charcoal I've used so far, I've used the Cowboy. So I've used Cowboy, Big Green Egg, and this is my first time using the B&B. And I'm not sure about this one yet, but when you get down to the bottom of it, it's basically just a fire starter and gunk there at the bottom. But yeah, we'll see on this one. Probably a lot of that has to do with shipping, beating it, get it beat around in the store and all that fun stuff. But yeah. Clemson wins. I think they won big. All right, our ties are still hanging in there on the legs. Ha! What's up, Uncle Steve? Hey, we got the. If you've seen the start of this guy, it's kind of funny story. I was doing one bird up in the in your spicier, and one in the Wren's Portland. Well, I got talking, thinking, and doing stuff, and so these birds are half and halves. So we'll see how. I'm sure it's going to turn out great. Both awesome spices. But thank you so much. Yeah, we got this baby, got this bird spinning here, and I also got one up over here. Quick peek. Also got one sitting here doing beer can style. But yeah, we got those guys rolling. Hey, thanks so much for stopping by. Oh yeah. Well, that wasn't my intention, but yeah, it's fine. They're gonna taste great. I'm mixing two winners together. Two wins equals a winning combination. That's for sure. So I guess to get you up to speed, it's been a session here. So it's just hanging out on the patio. So we did up first things first. I guess we kind of got our fires lit on the Santa Maria attachment for the Weber kettle here. Went over to the pellet can, fired up the Yoder's YS640 pellet cooker. Then we prepped the birds. I also had a big old Cryovac of some New York. We turned them into New York strip steaks. For that, vacuum sealed them up. Kind of keeping one eye. Looks like on the football game. Looks like Clemson won over Notre Dame. Got a Bob and Joe live stream also rolling over the speakers. Got some potatoes and asparagus prepped up, ready to go. And that's what we're doing. Good night, VA. Thank you so much for stopping by. It was a pleasure. We're probably going to wrap this up here pretty quick. But we're getting close on these birds, and I'm running out of stuff to talk about. Yeah. Hey, welcome back, Robert. Yeah, I know, 2 hours. Hey, I said in the thing, I said I'm just going to sit out here and cook. First time trying one of these. It's a little more difficult than just being out here and by myself. I have to entertain you guys. I can entertain myself all the time. Well, once this flips around, we'll get a check on this bird. Then we'll probably just do a quick little recap, and I'll let you guys be on your way. You guys know you're free to leave at any time, right? All right, what do we got? Yeah, we still got some time on this one. The one in the Yoder is gonna definitely pop a lot quicker. So we'll stoke the fire here. See, this is where I'm learning my patience. So the first time I was cooking on this attachment with live fire, I was always in a rush just to kind of go. It's taught me a little bit of patience, anyways, I guess. Um, I want to grab my pokers there. Uh-oh, Bob's singing. And again, I cut these logs down just so they'd fit in here a little better. And we're cooking with oak today because my cherry wood got wet in a rainstorm because my tarp blew off. So part of the patience thing is, one thing I could do to speed this up is I'm on the medium setting here. I could crack it down a notch, but again, it's still early for me to eat. I know you East Coasters or Central Time, you guys are probably all done with that, but it's only about 4:30ish here, 4:40. All right. Well, Louis Blue, where's Louis Blue? Going to take a little nap. Being a good dog today. All right. I really don't want to open this up, but I kind of want to give you guys one last look before we recap and shut it down here. But thank you so much, everybody, for coming. It's again, I tried this out. Here. Yeah, let's take it. 169. Potatoes are getting soft. Yeah, we're about ready here. All right. So, anyways, what I learned on doing this, and thank you guys so much for coming, especially those of you who've been around for the whole dang time. Um, much appreciated. So, what I learned is that yes, this can be done, but I need to figure out how to fill some of these extended time slots when there's really nothing to do. So, probably if I do one of these again, and again, this is like once every 2 month type of thing. I'll probably do a shorter cooks, quicker cook, something with beef that's like super quick. We can just kind of bang it out and knock it out. Um, but this chicken, I would definitely say it's a success. The one on the Yoder here, I'm about ready. I'll just pull that off camera from you guys. But thank you so much for spending the afternoon out here with me today. It's much appreciated. The channel is doing more than I ever thought it would do, and that's to people like you who stop by, support the channel. I hope I can give back to you guys as much as you guys give back to me. I'm really trying, but as you know, the more and more people you got watching your videos, the more and more comments you respond to, the less and less time you have to do other things. But I'm trying my hardest. If you don't see me for a little bit, give me a little kick, get me back into speed. But thank you all so much for coming to this monster live stream as the rain starts to fall down around. And hey, I will catch you guys next time. Again, my Thursday video will be the rotisserie turkey breast on the OnlyFire Outdoor. I'll probably film a quick short tomorrow, just as a little preview for that. And hey, thanks for coming, and I'll see you. Oh, let me go into video form, film my endings. Hey, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, make sure you hit that like. I will put a subscribe icon for you right about there. Another video right about there. Hey, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. All right, good night, everybody. Stay safe, stay healthy. Have a Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. If I don't see you till then, peace.